This is activity 1.3 on page 19, locating and using specialized functions. We have My Current Projects workbook open. You are an HR generalist for Develotech Industries. You have been provided with an Excel workbook containing the hire dates of various employees. Your manager has asked you to find out what functions to use in order to determine the years of each employee's tenure. You have two reasons you need to calculate the tenure. Employees with over 20 years with the company are getting an award, and employees with fewer than 5 years of employment need to attend a required safety training. You need to first find a function that will insert today's date and then calculate the number of years an employee has been with the company based on that date, and count the number of employees that meet the tenure criteria. Now, before we start this activity, just know that your results will be different than what the textbook shows. Your results may also be different than what this video shows for my results. And this is because the date that you're working on the activity is going to be different. So if your results don't match what I have on the screen, that's okay. It's all going to be calculated by the date you're working on the activity. So just keep that in mind. So number one, determine which function will insert the current date. We're going to navigate to our Employees Worksheet tab, and we want cell B3 selected. And our book says to go to the Tell Me box on the ribbon and search Insert Current Date. And then from the drop-down, select Get Help on Insert Current Date. So we can do Insert the current date and time in a cell, and this is going to open up your Help task pane. So it shows the formula for the today function and the now function. So we know that today returns the current date and the now function returns the current date and time. So we will be using the today function. So you can close out your help pane, and in cell B3 we're going to enter equals today, and we can choose that from our autocomplete. Remember, this has no arguments, so we just want to put an ending parentheses and hit enter. And you can see it shows my date for today, which is December 14th, 2025. Number two, calculate the years of service value for each employee. Going to select cell C10. And I'm going to enter the formula that they have shown in the book. So it starts with an equal sign, of course. We're going to do open parentheses, and we want the absolute reference of B3. So that's $B, $3, which is, it's telling it always stay on cell B3. And that's even if I copy the function or the formula down for the other employees. It's always going to calculate from B3. And we're going to do minus B10, which is Claire Watson's hire date, closing parentheses, and we want the years of service, not the days, so we're going to divide this by the number of days in a year, which is 365. We can press enter from here, and it's telling me that Claire Watson has 15.8 years of service. Again, this result may be different for you depending on when you're completing this activity. We're going to select cell C10, and we want to double click our fill handle in the bottom right hand corner, and we're going to fill this down for the rest of our employees. Number three, determine the number of employees with over 20 years of service. I'm going to go to cell B5, the 20-year service award. And I'm going to go up to my formulas tab of my ribbon, and in my function library group, I'm going to select insert function. From the Insert Function dialog box, from the Or Select a Category drop-down, we're going to choose Statistical. And this is another way to search for specific functions. From this list, we're going to find and select the COUNTIF function. Select that and click OK. And this will open up our Function Arguments dialog box. The range we want to look through is C10 through C39. You can click and drag, or you could just type it in that argument box if you wanted to. C10 colon C39 is what we're going to be looking through. And the criteria we want here, the book, this always frustrates me because the book says over 20 years of service. But the criteria they're putting in here is greater than or equal to. So with 20 years of service, we'll get it. So they should say 20 or more years of service, just to be precise. But we're going to do greater than, equal to 20. So it's going to count the number of employees that meet this criteria from this range. We're going to click OK from here. And I get the result of 17 employees. You can see that the book shows 7. Again, this is because I'm working on this activity at a later date than the book was published in. So more time has elapsed. If your number doesn't match the book, it's not going to match. It's definitely not going to match the book. If it doesn't match my number of 17, that's okay. You can always go through and count how many are over 20 to verify that you have the correct result. Now, number 4, determine the number of employees who need to attend the safety training. Now, remember it said if the employee has less than 5 years of tenure, then they need to attend training. Now, just glancing through my column of years of service, you can see nobody's even close to 5 years. So my result that I get in this function or formula that I'm going to enter here should have a result of 0. So let's double check. So with B7 selected, I'm going to go up to my Insert Function command. We're going to do the COUNTIF function again. The range, again, is going to be C10 colon C39. And the criteria for this is going to be, we have open parentheses, less than, closing parentheses, the and symbol, and B6. Now B6 is the safety training criterion, which is 5. Click OK, and you can see I do get a result of 0 here. And it gives you a note in your book, the ampersand, that end symbol character used here, is combining the less than operator enclosed in quotes and the value of cell B6 together for the criteria less than 5. Okay, so you could have done less than 5 if you wanted to, but because we have that criteria in a cell here, that's why we did the less than symbol in double quotes, the ampersand, and the cell reference of B6. So that's the difference there. All right, we can save our updates from our quick access toolbar, and we can leave this activity open for, we can leave this workbook open for our next activity.